This is Sparta!
Oh, shit. Al from D-Town&Chili442. Hello, Evan. Oh, we are live.
How's it going?
Good, good. I just kicked a baby off a cliff and yelled, "This is Sparta." Feeling feeling pretty good about that. See, they shouldn't have let... I found this stupid soundboard thing, and for some reason I was playing around earlier, and this was funny to me. See if you can hear it.
This is Sparta!
Something about kicking a baby. Now, Tanner, come on, man. You can't be doing this right now.
No, it's showtime.
Yeah. Lay down. But it is Friday. I wish it was Friday. I'd have a couple more days. It is Sunday. It is the end of the weekend. We're going to hopefully give you a good hour of fun and entertainment to send you to work on Monday.
Yeah.
But it should be
planned?
me.
Yeah.
I got to go to work.
No, I mean tonight.
Oh, what do we got planned?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a few lists. We got some stupid news, and then we'll talk about maybe your favorite Thanksgiving you can think of, because that's Thursday. So, and this will be the first Thanksgiving. Listen to this, Evan. This will be the first Thanksgiving I have not worked in 17 years.
Oh, that's true.
Because I worked every Thanksgiving. You know, I was home by 10, but I got up 3 o'clock in the morning and went every morning. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it did. Want to say hey to everybody that's watching us. I do not know. Evan, we got some stuff going on. We're
Stuff?
yeah, with Facebook. They're like reviewing some stuff, and they're actually adding stuff to our live feed where I think we might be getting monetized. But if they watch the show, then we're out for sure.
Yeah, if they're trying to clean up their image, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if YouTube, Facebook, I know we ain't getting monetized on YouTube. YouTube, I guess you got to take the cuss words out.
Really?
God, our show would be just like one continuous beep.
I know some people make some money on YouTube, but you've got to have a lot of views.
Yeah, and
a lot of views.
And it's got to be like family friendly now to be monetized. And
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think we're quite there yet. I wanted to do a sock puppet show with no hands, but
Oh.
so yeah, man, this is going to be a short week for people. There are some people that actually take this whole week off. I had a few friends that, would usually take this whole week of right before Thanksgiving because they had a lot of family coming in and everything. So
Yeah,
But,
it's a good time to work, though. Usually things slack off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you got people bringing in food every day.
man, yeah, if you work in like an office environment, these next couple weeks are like killer with all the potlucks at work and just people, they're in a spirit. So they get in there, start baking cookies and shit like that. I know when I worked out at ADM Railcar, those girls that worked in the office, that's all they did. Man, they'd walk around in that shop, be like, "Be sure to stop in the office. We made such and such." Be like, "Damn right I will."
There's some people that just when I worked at Cat Indicator, I mean, these people grazed. They made the rounds every morning. They, and there'd be like the donut, you know, kind of emails that would go out. So and so's got donuts. So and so's got donuts, and these people would be on it. I started, the guy's like, you could bring in a turd on a platter and put crackers around it, and at the end of the day, all those crackers would be gone.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
these people come from all over, and they'll eat anything.
man.
And these people like, where do these people come from?
Yeah.
And they heard you had something on,
Right, right. I think the one time that I remembered was we were out there, and this lady brought her grill and everything in, and her husband and son were supposed to come in and grill a bunch of meat to make like burritos and tacos and stuff like that. He ended up getting in a car wreck, dude, like over in Champaign. And so she was like, she threw everything out and was like, somebody needs to cook the meat. Well, I ended up I was like, shit, either sweep a floor or get on a grill and cook meat. I'm like, I got the grill. So I cooked up like, man, it was like 30 pounds of meat. And man, that was awesome. I'll never forget that day. I got sick in the parking lot. I ate so many steak tacos. Glorious.
that's funny.
See, he wants to be a dickhead now because he knows I'm sitting here. So he's like, I'm going to mess some stuff up. But I'm getting ready to throw something at him.
Yeah, you'll get it. He's getting your attention. You know how. Any dog under a year old, they're just little dickheads.
Yeah, he is too. He proves it every day. Every day. I did mention this is show 99. Evan, next week it will be show 100. We put 100 of these shows out.
Well, it's. I guess with ours, it's quantity, not quality. Must be it. 100 of them.
Fucking right, man. It's like, hey, we can't put out one good one, but we can put out 100 shitty ones.
That's right.
So here you go. Evan, you want to do a couple lists?
Oh, sure. What you got?
Well, here, I'll let you pick this first one. We got 18 disproven facts still taught in schools, or 15 things you're way too old to be doing anymore.
Both sound good, but I like that first one. It's got a little conspiracy sound to it.
18 disproven facts that are still taught today in our outdated modern education system. Number 1. Pluto is the 9th planet. Nope, they brought Pluto back. So,
yeah.
So fuck you, guy who did this. Trends and tactics.
Who did Pluto piss off that they took him off the list for?
Yeah, and it's not like it moved. You know, who the hell are you to say? Yeah, you know what? He just woke up mad because he's a virgin. Because
out there in the cold.
Yeah, most of them scientists are goofy anyway. A brontosaurus still exists.
Okay.
And they think it's in Amazon somewhere. Dinosaurs were all lizards. No, we knew some of them were like birds and fish and shit like that.
Birds, yeah.
18 disproven facts still taught in schools today. humans only use 10% of their brain.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Well, I think it's true in the town I live in. I think it's actually single digits on some. I drive the streets.
I'd say as a general overall, I mean, most people aren't using major brain power all day long to do stuff. You know what I mean? And so on the average, maybe, you'd use 10%, but sometimes you got to do some thinking.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
The alphabet ends with Z.
There's more.
While the traditional English alphabet ends with Z, 20 years ago, many schools didn't teach about letters like A and E in some European languages, reflecting a more globalized perspective today. So what was it? It doesn't say what the last damn letter was in Europe. They're fucked up anyway. We should have never saved them from the Nazis. Plants don't communicate.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yep.
Interesting. The way they do it through the root system and all. Yeah. They're fungi also.
Tongue taste maps. Traditional tongue taste maps suggested that specific areas of the tongue are responsible for different tastes. Scientists have now debunked this concept.
Really?
Yeah, showing that the taste receptors are evenly distributed.
Really? That's because some things just seem to hit your tongue in weird places. Some sour stuff will kind of hit it on the edges, the tips, the sides instead of the center. I don't know. I guess that's not valid.
And this is something they still teach. Dinosaurs extinct because of an asteroid impact. While an asteroid impact is still considered a significant factor in the extinction of the dinosaurs, it is now understood that volcanic activity also played a crucial role.
Or it could have just been temperature change. I mean, we've gone through extreme temperature changes.
Several times.
Mm-hmm.
Earth has only one moon.
Oh, shoot. Did you see where everyone was saying it was missing all week? All these videos on TikTok, people were like, they took the moon, the moon's gone, and people were saying they hadn't seen the moon for a couple of days. And I went outside and I looked one night and I was like, I don't see a moon and everything. And then, but last night it was back up.
They
so,
put
it's it's in a weird phase right now.
Well, they had to change the bulbs on it, man. But
is that what it was?
There are several mini moons or Trojan asteroids, as they're called. Venus is Earth's twin.
Really?
Yeah, Venus was often called Earth's twin due to its similar size and proximity. However, we now know that Venus has a scorching and hospitable atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a ball of fucking fire. Sure.
Well, that's how it feels like here right now.
Right.
Everything's just going up in flames.
Atoms are invisible and indivisible. I was going to say, I ain't never seen a freaking atom.
Indivisible.
Yeah, it means you can't divide them.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. But yeah, you can't take anything. Well, atoms, they're made of protons, electrons, but you can't separate that out. Yeah.
These are things that are still 18 disproven facts still taught in schools today in the U.S. Mercury always faces the sun.
I don't remember that.
It was once thought that Mercury had a tidal locked rotation, meaning it always faced the sun. So no matter what, boy. However, it has been discovered that it has a 3-to-2 ratio spin orbit, allowing it to rotate faster than any other planet.
Hmm.
That'd be a bad motherfucker right there.
Mm-hmm.
Be like a ride at the state fair. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain.
Um, what is it?
It's actually Hawaii's Mauna Kea. Measured from its base on the ocean floor, surpasses Everest in total height.
No kidding.
So looking at it from the ground, Everest is the tallest. But if you go, this, and that's actually a big ass volcano, is what that is. That's not a mountain. That motherfucker's going to go off one day. Goldfish have a 3-second memory.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
How in the fuck do they know that?
I don't know. I always heard like 9 second. They'd bite the same hook again 9 seconds later.
Really?
Something like that.
Water conducts electricity.
Um, Water by itself does not conduct electricity.
No.
It's all the other junk that's in the water that will conduct through it. Yeah.
Exactly correct, Evan. Damn.
Yeah, straight H2O will not conduct.
No, it's all the elements inside. The sun is yellow.
I don't know. It's a big burning ball of gas. I don't
Yeah.
know. What is it?
It's white. And its color appears different when seen through the Earth's atmosphere. So there you go. The moon is white. Fucking racist. The food pyramid as a nutritional guide.
Yeah, it's a little wonky.
Yeah. They have scrapped that, but they still teach it in schools to this day.
Yeah,
Pluto
you really don't need that much dairy and stuff.
No. Pluto has no moons.
Okay.
I know. I mean, I know you and your buddies were just sitting there. And that was it,
the moons
Evan.
of Pluto. Huh. Well, okay, like back in school, they used to say the tides were caused by the gravitational pull of the moon. You remember that crap?
Yeah.
I guess they scrubbed that from the books. I'm hoping.
I don't know.
There's some crazy stuff back in the 70s. We were headed for an ice age, and all
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff we thought back then. I mean, going back now, 70s. That was 40 something years ago.
It's the same shit today. It's just repackaged.
Oh, everything is. I think if people really, really knew like the true history of everything, they would just be floored.
Oh,
What
yeah.
we've taught over time, the Rothschild School of Education, and not the Rothschild, the Rockefeller, they pretty much set up all the school curriculum and the medical curriculum, and it's like if people really knew the truth of stuff years ago, they'd be like just blown away. I think our history books are just so much full of just smoke, just a lot of bullshit that didn't happen, and
Right. Yeah.
and so much major stuff that has happened that they know that isn't in the books.
Well, the whole Rosa Parks being a CIA plant. And I mean, that's public knowledge now. You don't have to say that and think it's a conspiracy theory. They actually release that. So, Evan, our next list, I'm going to let you pick it also. 24 things, and we probably won't do all these. 24 things that were taboo for boomers but totally normal for millennials. Or 21 things you should never order in a restaurant.
Let's do the things you shouldn't order in a restaurant.
Okay, here we go. Fish on Monday.
Because
Because
it's left over from
yeah,
last
you're
week.
getting all the weekend shit.
like the movie Waiting. Push the fish. It's about to turn.
Yeah, see, some of these we're going to skip because there's fish with high mercury. Well, no shit. Yeah, man, this is all about fish. Uh, escal escalar, escalar,
Uh,
escalar, ESCOLAR, sometimes sold as white tuna, especially in sushi bars.
oh, you got me.
Yeah, stay away from it, whatever it is. If this is going to be like fish, we're just all fish shit. We're going to the next one.
Probably is.
A lobster bisque that in a place that doesn't serve lobster. Yeah, you don't want to go to Joe's Hot Dog Shack and
Yeah,
get you a hot bowl of lobster bisque on a cold
it's
November day.
yeah, it's soup that they just order in like all these other restaurants. They just order in and microwave it. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, oysters in a place that doesn't serve them a lot. Yeah, if it's
Mhm.
not an oyster bar, I'm not eating them. Pizza in a restaurant without a pizza oven. Yeah, because that shit, I mean, like,
They got a pizzazz. They got a pizzazz back behind the scenes,
wh-
laser cooker or something.
well, I don't know because, I mean, no, I was going to say we had a pizza oven at Shakey's. It was a conveyor one, though. It wasn't one that. I like the all brick ones. I've got to cook pizza in those a few times where you throw the pizza in on the hot stone and you just turn it a quarter, and an actual pizza tastes like 4 to 6 minutes to cook. You're
Wow.
you're not leaving no pizza in for 20 minutes. A barbecue in a place without a smoker. Yes. And I'm sorry, those electric smokers, that shit don't count. That's just a fucking oven that you can put some wood chips in. Those electric
Yeah.
smokers, no. Hickory River, sorry. You're out of the thing, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's
Yeah. That's
more
fast food
proficient.
barbecue.
I know it's cleaner. But if you want authentic barbecue, you got to use wood. You have to. That's how
Hmm.
the caveman did it when he bonked a woolly mammoth over the head and drug it back to his cave. And his girl was
Yeah.
impressed and she gave him some loin, if you know what I mean.
I.
Uh,
Hmm.
risotto in a non-Italian restaurant. I think this is kind of
Okay.
obvious shit. Ooh, authentic Caesar salad. I almost said seizure. Caesar salad. Now, a real one, if it's made at a table, I don't know if you've ever had this done, but I went to a steakhouse and was it might have been in New Orleans, but they actually spun. The guy came and had like real anchovies and everything, and he actually like did the whole salad right at the table. For the table to get salad, it was $100, dude.
For rabbit food.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. I'm glad I didn't pay for that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't it. Hey, my wallet stayed tight. I mean, I kind of even sat on that motherfucker when that bill came. I was like, no. Says anything with white truffle oil.
Really.
Uh, it says most truffle oil today is flavored.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
not,
Truffles are super
yeah,
expensive.
yeah. Huh. I did not know that. Well done steak. Yeah, look, man, I'm not going to argue with you. If you get your steak well done, I'm going to save you some money here. Don't buy a good cut of steak.
Mm-mm.
Don't. Because you're just get you a cowboy sirloin or whatever, and get that motherfucker burnt, and then you can put ketchup, whatever the fuck you want. But oh my God. And I hate that when they say, I don't like it bloody. It's not fucking blood. It's been to the butcher. It's drained to blood.
Yeah.
You know, all you really got to do is heat that meat. Sear it on the side for me, and I'm good. Man. Well done steak. Oh, God, that makes me mad. That should affect your fucking credit score.
That's drastic.
Rare hamburger. Now, that is one beef product that I do not care for medium. And a lot of people do like medium hamburger. I do not. Hamburger to me has got to be cooked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
And if you ever invite me over, if we're friends and you cook steak and you hand me a well done steak, I just want you to know that I used to value our friendship and will probably never talk to you again. In fact, in the reading of my will, I'll probably call you a fucktard.
Drastic.
That one pissed me off. I'm ready to go now. Anything with hollandaise sauce.
Oh, why? Okay.
I'm betting
Reasoning?
it's because people don't do it right. It has to be kept lukewarm, not hot or too cold. And it's honestly, when you try to keep it at room temperature, that keeps it like, here it says, that's the perfect temperature for growth of bacteria.
Okay, makes sense.
Here, Anthony Bourdain once noted, nobody I know has ever made hollandaise sauce to order. And yes, sorry, but that means the Eggs Benedict probably isn't the safest choice on any brunch menu. So there we go.
Good to know. Good to know.
Lettuce and tomato on your burger. Oh,
I'm not into tomato, but lettuce is okay, you know. If I like tomato, I'd put it on there. I don't know. People get a little too crazy on the rules sometimes, you know.
says at least 7 out of 10 times I can guarantee you that the produce you're getting has not been cleaned significantly. It will not elevate the culinary experience of your meal. Ooh.
Oh. Okay, rinse off your tomato.
Sandwiches or salad with bean sprouts. I got a story about this because my favorite sandwich from Jimmy John's was a number 12, a beach club, and it was turkey breast, avocado, cucumber, tomato, and it had bean sprouts on it. And I loved it, and they quit serving bean sprouts. Because of E. coli.
Oh, yeah. Bummer.
It says if you want to still eat bean sprouts, eat sprouts at home where you can be sure they're not slimy and don't have an off smell, and have been properly refrigerated.
Good to know.
I think that could be said about anything in a restaurant, though. Yeah, but look, they're pretty good. Number 17, the house salad.
Why?
Because you don't know how the greens have been handled when you are out. It's probably a single menu item with the highest markup, made with maybe 40 or 50 cents worth of greens and maybe a 30 or 40 cent worth of dressing, but typically priced $5 to $10.
Yeah, it's lettuce. It's rabbit food, yeah.
Drinks garnished with citrus fruit. Oh, that's bad for me. Because I love a lot of lime.
In a Corona?
Yeah, well, not only that, but if I have like Tom Collins, I usually get that with a lime.
Yeah.
I garnish a lot of shit with a lime. If I drink a
Okay.
gin and tonic, I'll, you know,
I just leave the lime out these days. Kind of gives me heartburn, kind of acidic to the stomach, you know. But I do like my gin and tonics occasionally. From
and the very
rarely.
last one on this list, Evan, is can you guess it? It's something pretty damn simple. I don't think most places even charge for it.
What? Water?
You got it. Tap water, Evan. It says do not order water because 9 times out of 10 it's tap water. I could see that. I'd walk back, and if I was busy, I'd just turn on the sink in the kitchen and fill up that water pitcher and run back out there. So there you go. 24 things not to order from a restaurant. I kind of want to save this one for next week's show. How do I save it?
What was the one going up the, what was it, 18 things boomers wouldn't do, but young people do?
Yeah, 24 things. What time is it? We can go through some of these. This is 24 things that were taboo for boomers but totally normal for millennials. Using gender neutral language, such as they and them. It says,
Yeah.
while millennials strive to be inclusive, this is very unfamiliar to boomers.
Yeah. Habits are hard to break, you know. You
Right.
call it he, and a she, and now we need to blur those lines.
This one's kind of true. Displaying tattoos and body art.
My uncle had a tattoo, and he got World War II, and he was a professor, and he wore long sleeves forever because he didn't want any student to see this anchor he had on his arm.
Uh,
Regretted
attending
that forever.
attending virtual events and workshops. While boomers might prefer in-person conferences, the millennial would rather do it on the computer.
Like a lot of things, yeah.
Uh, prior, 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 searching for plant-based alternatives.
Oh,
Oh shit! There's a helicopter outside. Fucked I do,
uh-oh.
Evan.
I don't know.
Online dating.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
Horrible.
completely foreign to them.
Horrible. Let me tell you something.
Dating is horrible.
I opened a while back. I started an online dating profile, and it was some of the worst conversations and the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm no longer on them. I'm like, man, you know, and never again, never again. You got to watch out for the scammers, but then you do not know how many stories I heard about moms needing stuff for their kids and shit. I ain't trying to play stepdaddy already. We ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't even got a hand job in the truck. I ain't buying no Pampers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing though. Like I said, dating sucks, and when you get older, if you don't meet people through your friends, your friend network, which is usually smaller and smaller as you get older,
Yep.
and you don't go to bars, and you don't meet people in your work environment, if your work environment is not good, and that's not a good place to date, period, you
No.
know.
And
So,
especially if they're all dudes and they're not down like that. I've
well,
tried.
exactly. Well, okay, that's a different situation. But moving on, I mean, dating is tough. So how are you going to meet people? Well, you can do the online thing, yeah, the Tinder and the
Ugh.
and the plenty of fish and all that, and yeah, there. they're interesting, but yeah, I'm glad I'm past that, and I hope I'm never in the dating scene again. And because yeah, it's just it's horrible.
Uh, Eating
It
avocado
sucks.
toast. There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with it. To me, it's flavorless. You got to put some jalapeno in that, some tomato, and uh, a little cilantro, and then you have guacamole and some lime juice. But
there you go.
avocado by itself fucking sucks. It doesn't have any flavor.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Renting instead of buying.
Yeah, it's becoming the thing of the future, though.
You
I
know
mean,
what? There's a lot of wealthy people that own property, but where they live, they rent. And all
let
their
someone else take
property,
care of it.
right, and all their property's rental property. Uh,
That's interesting, but I could see that. I don't know. They say like by 2030, like it's only going to be like 20% private home ownership. The rest will be owned by corporations that buy them and rent them. And that's scary.
this one I agree with, but I think there's also a lot of people our age that are starting to kind of open up a little bit more about it, and that's being open about mental health, which November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
I can
So,
agree with that.
dude, I think men, you know, we were taught to always be tough and not to show your feelings and shit like that. Man, that
Hmm.
shit fucking eats at you, and fuck, no, don't do that. Find you a
Yeah, we're
buddy.
human too.
Yeah, find you a buddy. Find some way to, release that, whatever you got to do.
A podcast,
Right.
whatever.
An OnlyFans page, whatever you got to do. Re-
Podcast works for me. I just bitch on the run to the microphone.
right. Relying on technology for everything. I'm sick of this shit already. This gas station up here, up by me, I told them the other night, Friday night, I said, I'm not coming in here anymore. And he's like, why not, man? I was like, because there's four of you here. You're having this digital, scan yourself bullshit, which this one isn't you scan it yourself. This one is you put your shit up on a platform and it like takes a picture of it and then adds it all up. Well, half the time it's wrong. So there's a guy working the damn machine. It's like, why don't you just move over that register right there? There's three of you up in here. So I told him, I said, I can't mess with y'all anymore.
Where is this? I never go in gas stations.
Circle K.
Oh, interesting.
It's
I
the
I'm just
only
always
one in town, I think, that has that stupid ass. They call it Bob. I know I, I like when I'm waiting in that line, I think of the shit I want to do to it. Like when it's my turn, I want to walk up and like hook a chain to it and then walk outside to my truck and just rip it all through the fucking store.
I've never seen an automated teller at a gas station, but I guess it's only a matter of time.
It's horrible.
Man, wow,
Freelancing or having side hustles.
so common.
It says why boomers aim for stable long-term employment. Many millennials juggle multiple jobs or freelance projects.
Gig life, yeah.
Preferring experiences over possessions.
I could see that.
I'll be coming over here just all up in my business, dude.
Mhm.
Being a vegetarian or vegan.
You don't eat what? I don't know why people care.
Yeah.
To me, it's like whatever you put in whatever you eat, it's not my business. Good for you. I don't care.
Using social media to document daily activities. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love social media.
I don't for that.
Yeah, I do. I don't give a shit. Prioritizing self-care. I do it all the time, sometimes twice a day, Evan.
Well, somebody's got to take care of you.
Yeah.
Way to own up.
Opting for digital over cash.
Yeah,
I
that
hate that
scares
shit.
me.
I know. I
I
tell you
don't
what,
want
if
this digital system, man. When something crashes, we're going to be. I don't like it.
I think that's it. The rest of this shit's kind of stupid. Listening to podcasts. No, everybody should be doing that. And
Yeah,
especially
at
this
least
one.
ours.
Yeah. Yeah. Choosing craft beers over traditional brands.
Yeah, especially now. Bud Light sales still in the toilet, I imagine.
Yeah. They said almost all the top executives from marketing are gone. It's an all new marketing team.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So
Well,
anyway, there you go. There's
I think a lot of companies are going to tread softly after that, because they all push it, and it wasn't anything that Budweiser did that was really crazy, but they just got bit, and it hit them hard.
uh
Crazy stuff.
let's run over to the news desk, Evan, and see what Les Nessman Jr. has typed up for us. It is 8:43, but weird and wacky news from around the world. We'll just see what we got. FedEx accidentally delivers $20,000 of lottery scratch cards to a random woman in Massachusetts.
Awesome. It'd be great to sit there and go through them all.
I want they got him back, but they did give her a $1,000 cash for the
They should
inconvenience.
give her a bunch of scratch cards.
Yeah.
She'd get nothing. That'd be funny.
I know we usually don't talk about politics too much, but there's that guy, that George Santos, that representative in New York. He's in a bunch of trouble right now. That his campaign funds was spent on OnlyFans, Botox, and Hermes. What is Hermes?
I'm not sure.
I wonder if he'll say in the story. Now I
Isn't
gotta
he the
look.
one that his name is not really
He's a weird
George
looking
Santos?
dude.
That's not his real name, I don't think.
It's not?
I don't think so. If he's the one I'm thinking of, but
I gotta find out what Hermes is. Is it like Hermes?
is this one of those things we don't want to know? I don't know. See, Hermes is a line of purchase. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I think it's a store.
this perch is $225,000. If that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
jewelry.
geez.
Yeah, the shop has the latest collections of clothing, jewelry, shoes, bags, and fragrances, and more from the French. Oh, okay. It's
Yeah, French luxury
Hermes.
goods.
Hermes.
Yeah,
It's not
French luxury
Hermes.
goods.
Only some country ass dude would call it Hermes.
Well, what are you gonna do?
The BBC announces, Evan, fewer cousins marrying in Bradford's Pakistani community.
That's a good news.
That's great
Best
news.
news I've heard in a long time. Clean up the gene pool a little bit.
Piglets on the loose in the Daytona area, Evan, have shut down a highway ramp for several hours.
Really?
All pigs have been caught and accounted for. 23 of the little guys got away, Evan. Bad
Dang.
boys, bad boy. What is the irony? I'm not even going to say it.
This little pig.
Colombia starts sterilizing hippos descended from drug kingpin Pablo Escobar's pets.
You had a bunch of hippos?
Yeah, he had a bunch of everything, man. He had a bunch of tigers and shit.
Well, he had a little bit of money.
Yeah, a little bit. He was out there selling that cocaine. Hawk shatters window of a restaurant, Evan.
I could see that.
Attacks this lady. Would
Oh,
would you like to see a picture of this, Evan?
Hell yeah.
Let me see if I can't get it blown up a little bit. And they got him pinned down right here, so let me just do this. And it's pretty hawk, Evan. It looks like it's like almost an all white, but there he is. He's got the lady's jeans right there and ain't letting go.
Dang.
There's this guy.
Pretty cool.
There's the people all
Hey, what am I supposed to do?
and there's a window he crashed through, Evan. He went straight through it. Gonna have to look a little bit.
Wow. I used to have birds flying to my breezeway windows, but none of them ever broke anything, God.
So there you go. Yeah. So, and then another deer runs through another restaurant in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, you got to watch it up in Wisconsin, man. Them animals, they don't mess around, dude. Kettle produce worker strangled unconscious in carrot baton machine. Carrot bat. I bet you it's batting. So no pictures
Okay.
no pictures of that dude, Evan. But
carrot
yeah,
machine?
he had a loose jacket on, got a little too close to the machine. That's why they tell you don't wear
No.
loose clothing around machinery.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course this one. There's a capital of Ottawa is looking to hire a nightlife czar.
Nightlife czar?
Yeah.
Really?
Because for 3 years in a row, it has earned a nickname, Dullsville. So there you go. If you're doing a little job hunting out there.
Right.
There was another one I wanted.
Interesting.
Oh, the Dallas the 3-point line at the Dallas game felt slightly off all morning to several of the guys, and then they measured. Looks like somebody might have tried to cheat, Evan, and moved the 3-point line.
just the 3-point line?
Yeah, they just kind of made it a little,
Gets like that's gonna make a big difference.
Well, I don't know.
No kidding.
It wouldn't have
Well,
me.
they change sides, it's like,
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. So yeah,
it's only gonna work for a while. And it's,
that's true.
Okay. Somebody didn't read their tape measure right when they plotted it out.
Oh, okay. Dave Moreland's got a great one tonight, Evan. And that was your weird and wacky news, and we always end it with Dave Moreland's Bozo Criminal of the Day. This one says, didn't Cheech and Chong try this? I think Dave's a fan of Cheech and Chong because that's like
Well,
his second or third Cheech and Chong reference on his, yeah. Anyway, our bozo for today comes from Florida and must have been a fan of the old Cheech and Chong Dave's Not Here man. It seems bozo Johnny Yates, Evan, was wanted by the cops on aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and tampering with evidence charges. The cops got a lead on where he was holed up, Evan. And when they arrived, they found a whiteboard sign on the front door saying, Johnny Yates does not live here.
So they just turned around, right?
Yeah, no, they didn't, Evan. Not taking the word of a dry erase board, the cops knocked on the door and asked Johnny to come out. When there was no response, some surrender smoke was sent to speed things along. Oh, they must have threw a little tear gas in there.
Surrender smoke. I like that.
Johnny Yates was finally found inside, Evan, in a modified chest of drawers.
Awesome.
And for those who don't remember, this ruse didn't work for Cheech and Chong either, as a Dave who wasn't there actually was Dave, seen through a cloud of smoke.
Man, I don't remember that in the Cheech and Chongs. What movie was that?
I don't know if that was on the movie, but it was on a movie. I think they ended up doing, but the original was on one of their albums.
Oh.
And it was a skit where he's like, he ran out to run a drug deal or something. And he comes back, and he's knocking on his buddy's door, and he's like, hey, open up the door, it's Dave. And Chong's like, who? He's
Yeah, I
like,
remember
Dave.
that.
And he goes, Dave's not here. Some of the funniest shit ever. Stupidest and funniest.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
So, anyway, that is it for news.
Well, all right.
Although there was this one, it says, my friend was a secret CIA agent, and I think she was a second JFK shooter.
No kidding. You got her, huh?
Yeah, he threw this bitch under the bus. Is she dead, though?
70-something years old.
I might have to read this. Huh. Oh, she's a filmmaker, so yeah. Half that shit's probably made up.
Mm.
So, dude, you know, to the making a murderer.
Yes.
Is that was that the name of it?
The making of a murder.
Yeah, on Netflix or whatever.
Mhm,
You know, there's a
mhm.
whole series.
Yeah, there's a part 2 they made, and I knew they were working on a part 3, but
No, it comes from the other side. And some of the evidence that they have that they're not telling you on that making a murder is like, whoa, because they'll go back and they'll show it. And they'll be like, here's what we got right here. And the shit that was said in that, I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. I almost think they got the right guy. After watching what I watched on him.
really, 'cause
Yeah.
I've watched everything, and to me, it's just blatant, and the fact that the young kid, I mean, this kid was mentally challenged. The way he was questioned and the way they got the confession out of him, he was underage. He should have been with an adult. they basically just told him, tell us this and you can, you'll be fine. And he told, oh yeah, we killed her. So can I go back to school? Can I go back to class? I mean, he was not mentally prepared to be in the fact that that kid is still in prison for life. It's crazy, Wow, I'll have to watch this because we had a lot of interest in it. It's a pretty interesting documentaries.
Yeah,
This
there's
this
a
is new on Netflix, or where's it?
no. It was God, I can't remember. I think it was on YouTube. It was a documentary that I don't know. Somebody just got, they kind of put their own shit together. But then that Candace Owen, I guess she has one, but I don't think you can find that yet. Because I think it's on like that Fox Nation. I ain't subscribing to shit.
We'll have to look for it because
Yeah,
that
but
was
yeah,
pretty interesting
it
situation.
is. It is. And that dude, I don't know. He was kind of a weirdo, but I mean that doesn't make him a killer. So I don't know. I mean,
Right. The fact that they had no evidence, and then they had evidence of the evidence tampering, the blood and all the other stuff that showed up later on,
yeah,
and that second one, the way that woman proved, the whole timeline thing, it made a whole lot of sense. And I
right,
just thought this is amazing. These guys are still in prison.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. We'll check it out.
Might as well. I mean, but you also got to think that any documentary doesn't mean that it's 100% factual. Sometimes they will kind of, and I'm not saying they'll come out and just flat lie about it, but if there's something that kind of detours them from what they're going for and what their final objective
Mm,
is, they'll a lot of times they'll leave stuff like that out, and you know
mm-hmm.
sometimes not just give you the whole story is what I'm saying. It's a documentary. You're not going to get the complete truth out of, because it's still one side of somebody's story.
Right. You never get the full truth on
Right.
anything.
So
Yeah. Except that.
right. Even from your news, if you think you're getting what's going on in the world because you watch the news, God, you were so misinformed.
Yeah, you're getting propaganda.
Yeah. But anyway, Tanner usually jumps up at the end to end the show. So
Mm, here we are.
yeah, show number 99 is in the bag, and I just want to take a second, and we mentioned it earlier, but it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and um, it's something that I hold close to me because it's something that I've dealt with um, most of my life: anxiety, depression. I was diagnosed with severe depression and PTSD, and so it is something that I've dealt with my whole life. And I'm not a person. I don't care. I'll tell my story. I'll do everything. If I'm not feeling right, I let the world know. There's a lot of people out there that aren't like me and don't open up like me and everything. But I just want you to know, man, if you ever get in a bad spot, that there's always somebody. There's somebody counting on you. And if not, if you don't have anybody, if you're alone, just go look in the mirror. Your future self needs you tomorrow more than anything. And if you're having a dark day, just always remember, man, tomorrow that sun comes up and it's a whole new day, and it's a time that you can reflect, and it's a time that you can start over and you can take them first steps. Shit, we've all done stuff in our past we ain't proud of and everything like that. But, you got to make them steps. Don't let your past or anything else hold you back. You know, who you were is not who you are or who you're going to be.
That's true.
But anyway, Evan, tell these beautiful people goodbye before Tanner attacks me.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and Have you have a wonderful week, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and yeah, go eat lots of turkey and take an extra nap. Do it. You deserve it.
I know I'm going to. Anyway, for Chili and myself, we love you. Peace. Be good to one another. Tanner, tell him happy Thanksgiving.
Woo.
Anyway, he says, peace. We love you. Show 100 next week. If you got any shit you want to ask me and Chili, we'll be answering questions out of the live chat next week. So if you want to come in and ask a question and then roll out, we'll try to get to you. Evan will have to be on the chat next week.
Yep.
So we'll get that going. But thank you guys so much, man. Thank you for letting us hit show 100 next week. We love you. Peace. Be good to one another. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe if you're traveling. And we love you. And we'll see you Sunday.
Later.
Before I stop, Evan, do you want to do some Backstreet Boys karaoke?
I don't know their stuff.
How about You Are My Fire? You don't know that one? Okay, we better not.